what you want now. Feels like you're looking for something better. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hello, good people. Welcome to Raw Vegan Rising. My name is Shane Sterling. In this video, we're going to talk about how to build shocking amounts of muscle on a 100% raw vegan diet. This is what I have done. Having muscle mass is a marker for health and longevity. You need to be an inspiration for others and show the way and be an example for what it's like to eat vegan or raw vegan. Under no circumstance should you be underweight or have low muscle mass. There's no reason. I've been eating 100% raw vegan and I've put on about 35 pounds of muscle on my frame because I'm committed to being an inspiration. And the cool thing, and what I'm going to share with you in this video, is how easy it has been. It's very easy. I have 6 points I'm going to share with you. Now, 35 pounds of muscle on my frame gives me thickness through my back, through my chest, through my arms. It's the best thing I've ever done. I love lifting weights and working out, but more importantly is the absorption of nutrition that I've experienced eating raw vegan. This is why I've put on 35 pounds of muscle in the last few years as a raw vegan. I started with a 40-day juice fast. And during that time, I released about 25 pounds of plaque and fecal matter and waste out of my bowels. And then I broke the fast with a 100% raw vegan diet, and I rebuilt my gut microbiome only on raw foods. Now, during that time, I got pretty skinny. I lost weight. I got down to about 150 pounds, which is light for me. I'm 6'2", okay, and right now I'm about 195 pounds. So I was very underweight. I was very skinny after my juice fast. But I was committed to being raw vegan, and I was committed to building a healthy digestive system, a robust microbiome that could break down, digest, utilize, and absorb raw food. So I stayed fully raw for 2 years. I didn't work out. I didn't lift weights. I stayed skinny. I was more committed to improving my digestion and making sure my body could absorb raw food more than anything else. And that's what I did. And then something miraculous happened. At about 2 years raw vegan, my body started to put on weight naturally. I didn't do anything. I didn't change my diet. I didn't eat more calories. I was eating fully raw vegan, 100% raw vegan. And all of a sudden, after 2 years, my body started to put on weight. That is when I went back to the gym and I started to lift weights. I was like, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. 2 years raw vegan. Lifted weights. I put on about 35 pounds of muscle in the last 3 years. And I'm going to share with you exactly how I've done that. This is a really exciting video because these 6 steps I'm going to share with you make it really easy. If you follow along with this, you can get the exact same results. Now, you have to understand, starting a raw vegan diet can be hard for people. I've made it really easy. I have a free video course called How to Go Raw Vegan Start Here. There's a link in the description below. Click on that link and read the titles of this free video course. You're going to see it's everything you need to know and exactly what to do next. It'll answer all of your questions. It's exactly how I started. This video course breaks down the exact steps I took in those first 2 years that ended up putting so much muscle on my body. And if you follow those 6 videos, it's going to help you put on muscle too. So put in your name and email, hit submit. You'll get the first video sent directly to your inbox. Also, if you have a question directly for me, send me a text message. My number is below. I'll personally respond to you and help you. Okay, now let's get into it. I've got 6 points how to build a shocking amount of muscle on a 100% raw vegan diet. Number 1, we need a vision for our transformation. This is the most important, hands down. The reason I stayed 100% raw vegan for 2 years, even when I was skinny, even when I was detoxing, is because I had a vision. I had a vision for transforming my life. I wanted to be raw. I wanted to excel at the highest level of my health and my excellence and my discipline. I wanted to be an inspiration. I wanted to be an example of what was possible as a human, as a raw vegan, and as a vegan. As a messenger for the vegan movement, I wanted to be an excellent example. So my vision was so important. And it was what allowed me to stay raw even when I was detoxing, even when I was underweight. And it's what has allowed me to stay raw all these years, building muscle, working out at the gym, staying raw, staying committed. A vision for your transformation is non-negotiable. It's the most important part. You won't be able to do it without it. In fact, Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about when he was building his body, he would hold a vision of what he wanted his body to look like in his mind. It's just the way it works. If you don't have a vision for your transformation, you're never going to build muscle. So it starts with vision. Okay? Get clear on your vision. Number 2, we need to improve digestion and absorption. Okay, this can take up to 2 years like it did for me. If you're not absorbing your nutrition properly, there's no way your body can turn the basic building blocks of food into muscle mass. And we have biofilm and plaque inhibiting the absorption in our GI tract from decades of eating cooked food. So eating burgers and fries and quinoa and stir fry and all these cooked foods are creating mucus in the bowels because it's cooked, it's denatured, and it's acid forming to the body. This creates biofilm that inhibits absorption. So it doesn't matter how much you exercise, you're never going to get the gains. This is why after 2 years of detoxing my bowels and building my bowels, the muscle came on quick. The muscle came on easier than I've ever experienced before in my life because I had improved my absorption and digestion at an incredible level. Number 3, we have to understand body mechanics. Okay, body mechanics is the most important thing you can understand for putting on muscle. Even if you're eating cooked food, even if you're eating meat, if you don't understand body mechanics, there's no way you're going to ever be able to put on muscle. So this is what I've studied, body mechanics, which is basically proper form for exercises. Now, to learn proper form, you can go on YouTube videos and you can learn, like if you want to say like, the row. All right, go on YouTube and say, what's the proper form for the row? The row builds the back. I've got a thick back because I row twice a week. Now, the key to body mechanics, and this is so key, you have to understand if you want to build muscle, you have to understand how to put the muscle into a full stretch and a full contraction under tension. That's it. Okay. I see all these people at the gym, people eating meat, people younger than me who don't have any muscle mass at all, and they're doing like little half reps like this. What we need to do is a full stretch. Okay, so if we're doing a row, a full stretch and a full contraction like that, a full stretch, a full contraction. The full range of motion under tension is what builds muscle. So if you follow that, you're going to build muscle too. And if you're raw vegan on top of it, it's going to be easy. Your body will be alkaline. You'll be able to absorb and digest your nutrition. And your body will turn all of that food into muscle mass. Okay, number 4, food timing. So in the 3 years I was putting on like 30 pounds of muscle on my frame, I would work out at the gym for about an hour, maybe even 45 minutes, sometimes even 30 minutes. Sometimes just a quick workout is all you need. But food timing is really important. Immediately following my workouts, I'd go have a salad, usually with greens and like pumpkin seeds. Those were always my go-to because the pumpkin seeds have the protein and the minerals and the nutrients that my body needs, and the greens. So what I would do is I would work out and then I'd go have a little salad and some pumpkin seeds. And I did that every day for like 3 years. Very, very simple. Of course, I'd eat other foods too. And we need to understand proper calories and macronutrients. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But having a meal immediately after a workout is really important for helping the body divert that nutrition and that energy into your muscles. Okay, now, number 5, let's talk about calories and macronutrients. Here's the bottom line. You must track your calories and your macros if you're going to build muscle. If you don't know how many calories you're eating and you don't know how much protein and fat and carbs you're getting, there's no way you're going to be able to build muscle. So what I do is I use a calorie tracking app called MyFitnessPal. Okay, it's free. You put it on your phone and you keep a little food diary. All right, very, very simple. I go for about 65% of my calories from carbohydrates, 20% of my calories from fats, and 15% of my calories from protein. All raw vegan sources. If you can do that, you're going to set your body up to win. You're going to set your body up to be strong and muscular and lean and inspiring. 65, 20, 15 is my split, and I've been following that for many, many years, probably about 5 years now. I've been following that macro split. And that leads me to number 6. Consistency, everybody. Consistency leads to certainty. Certainty that a raw vegan diet will transform your life. Certainty that what you're doing will work. Consistency is key. I'm very consistent, and it's why I have the results I do. If you want results like I have, if you want results, you've got to be consistent. How many years are you going to put in? I did a 40-day juice fast. I spent 2 years rebuilding my gut microbiome to digest raw food properly. And then I spent 3 years working out at the gym with consistency, with body mechanics, with food timing, tracking my calories and macros to put on 30 pounds of muscle on my frame as a raw vegan. Okay. Now, what I recommend you do is start with a 40-day juice fast. Look, if you've never done a 40-day juice fast, it's absolutely incredible. A juice fast is not a diet. It's not a lifestyle. It's not ongoing. It's not something you even need to do more than one time. If you do it properly one time, it's all you need to do. Clean out the bowels of all the biofilm and plaque and fecal matter and old food that's inhibiting your digestion and your absorption. Follow my protocol that I've developed over many years working with thousands and thousands of people, and it's going to make the 40-day juice fast really easy. If you do the juice fast properly one time, it's going to improve your health for the rest of your life. It's a simple investment that you can make that's going to set you up to win, to eat raw vegan, to thrive, to reclaim your health, to be an inspiring example, to get the body composition, to get the muscle mass, to be able to be a raw vegan. If you want to be raw, but you don't know how, or you can't digest raw food, you start with a 40-day juice fast. That's what I did. I was consistent. I stayed raw for 2 years. Now, if you want help with your consistency and your plan, I recommend you join my group coaching program, Raw Vegan Heroes. Raw Vegan Heroes is absolutely incredible. It is the biggest and best raw vegan coaching program in the world. We've got over 5,000 members from every continent across the planet, spanning all the countries and languages, and it's such an incredible celebration. We have people coming together to celebrate the healthy life, to learn about eating raw vegan. Now, Raw Vegan Heroes is not for perfect raw vegans, okay? It's for people who want to learn. I'm committed to helping people learn because it will set you free. You know, the truth sets you free. So in Raw Vegan Heroes, yes, we're truth seekers. We're wanting to learn the truth of how our body works. We don't need animal protein. We need to understand how to build health and body composition and muscle mass eating raw. So Raw Vegan Heroes is the perfect place to do that. Every day, people are sharing recipes and meal ideas and shopping trips and inspiration and stories and before and after pictures. It's absolutely incredible. In fact, let me just take a minute to tell you what's included. For one, you get world-class accountability in our amazing community with all the cool members from all over the world, health nuts and truth seekers and healers from all over the world. You also get health coaching with me and my team of coaches, okay? I'll take you under my wing and I'll teach you everything I know. I do a weekly Q&A live stream, and every Q&A is recorded and uploaded to a replay library. We have hundreds of hours of Q&A. That alone is worth the price of Raw Vegan Heroes. You also get my success path, which is how to go from a guilty non-vegan to a raw vegan hero. It's a 37-part video course to educate you on how to say yes to your hero's journey. Also, we have a monthly Zoom meeting for face-to-face time. Also, we have a mobile app. If you don't use social media, you can contact the coaches and the other members on our member forum, which is really, really cool and convenient. Also, you get my 14-day raw vegan meal plan, which has over 60 amazing recipes from transitional cooked, high raw to fully raw recipes to educate you on how to be raw vegan. This includes 2 weeks of meal planning, pantry recommendations, shopping lists, everything you need. It's a beautiful 74-page document with color photographs. It's really incredible. Worth the price of Raw Vegan Heroes for that alone. And you get my Hot Topics training module, which includes special training videos on the complete guide to raw vegan protein sources. Okay. Also, how to build muscle as a raw vegan, an entire in-depth training on the split, the body mechanics of exactly how to work out. I've got an entire training series on it. And how to achieve exceptional energy and vitality, understanding calories and macronutrients on a 100% raw vegan diet. And you get my 40-day juice fast protocol. Okay, this is where you start. This gives you the exact juice recipes, how much juice to drink, when to drink the juice, how to use psyllium husk and bentonite clay, and how to use powerful therapeutic doses of enzymes to dissolve plaque and biofilm and harden mucus and old food out of your bowels permanently once and for all. If you don't know how to go raw vegan, start with the 40-day juice fast. And then I have a part 2 to the protocol, which is how to break the fast and rebuild the gut microbiome on a 100% raw diet over the course of 1 year. And this is why I discount the Raw Vegan Heroes yearly membership 75% off. If you go into the description right now, you're going to see a link for 75% off Raw Vegan Heroes. Click on that link and read everything that's included. I didn't even mention it all. And then look at the price and then read the testimonials of what others are saying and join our amazing community for your muscle building journey, for your health journey, to be an inspiration and an example for others. Also, you can join to do your juice fast. It's not for perfect raw vegans. It's for people who want to learn and come celebrate together. All you got to do is get out of isolation. Don't be a lone wolf. Don't say, oh, I got to buy a juicer or stock raw food or I got to spend money. You don't. The first step is community, accountability, knowledge, wisdom. And Raw Vegan Heroes is so incredibly affordable. With that discount, it's like $7.49 a month. So everyone can afford to join. No one's left behind on this awakening journey. I'm here to help move the needle one notch further on the scale of evolution, leaving behind the old survival strategies of the past, eating animals, and moving into a new higher vibrational paradigm of eating only raw, fresh, living foods and having the body composition, the muscle mass, the confidence, and the certainty to back it up. I hope this video was helpful, everybody. This is how to build a shocking amount of muscle on a 100% raw vegan diet. Because if you want to be raw vegan, we've got to be an example. We've got to be an inspiration for what's possible on a raw vegan diet. And I'm going to share with you exactly how I did it. I've got 6 steps of how I put 35 pounds of muscle on my frame eating 100% raw. Thick chest, thick back, thick arms, because I'm committed to the truth. We don't need to eat animals. We need to understand how to eat raw vegan. That's the truth. Sending you much love from down here in Austin, Texas, guys. I'll see you in the next video. I hope this was helpful today. I am a radically self-referencing person. That means I do not listen to the mainstream. I do not listen to the fitness narrative that we've got to eat animals to build muscle. I don't listen. I don't care what other people are doing. I'm going to do what I do. I have a vision. I'm focused, and I'm committed to making this world a better place. I'm committed to helping you, and I'm committed to being the best version of myself. All right, everybody, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Much love.
Is this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better.